this year, but here he has 3 from 3 from
yeah,
range, 20 points. What was different today?
I don't know. He hung in there. He was 0 for November from 3, and it had affected a couple other parts of his game. Suffered a little injury. Missed obviously the Auburn game, but we had him back on the floor Friday, Saturday, yesterday, and he looked good. Said he felt like he could go. Thank goodness he did. He played a good ball game. I thought the flip of the game may have been we were not playing very well at all offensively. I thought we guarded well, only allowing 31 points in the first half. Sean picked up the second foul with, I think, 5.5, something like that. We finished the half with Hunter, MJ, and Tyler, and those guys kind of bridged it for us. We got in here down 1. Again, hadn't played well, but I credit Louisville. Guys, I watched them play Indiana in Madison Square Garden back a week ago, 10 days ago, and they did everything but win the game. Indiana, I've never seen Mike Woodson play zone. Mike Woodson went zone and stymied the Cardinal the next night against the Texas Longhorns, who's very good. Texas hits a prayer at the buzzer, all right? And that's 2 good teams. So we knew we had our hands full. That's a better Louisville team. Kenny's doing a really nice job with it. Feel good to get out of here with, the league opener. And we got a little time here now with 2 weeks, and we play next Saturday at noon. We got a little time to, look at Virginia Tech. We need an uptick bad. This has been a brutal or a long haul, and we need a chance to reevaluate, catch our breath, and get back to playing better ball.
But had MJ been working on his shot with you guys, or what?
He works on it all the time. Of course, yeah. Of course he was.
How big a difference is it if he can?
Oh shit! Huge. I mean, huge. We've gone a couple of games. We didn't get a lot of offensive punch from that spot, and that's hurtful. We've gone a couple of games. Didn't get much offensive punch from the 4 spot. We got better play from both those kids today, or both those spots today.
David. Mike, you kind of mentioned a little bit your defense in the second half. Felt like you guys really ramped up the intensity on that. And what'd you think?
Yeah. When it got down to down the stretch, Clark 55 and White 22 are just putting their head down and driving it. You're all stretched out because of how they're going and their ability to shoot. They didn't come in shooting great percentages, but we knew that they were all good players. Mike James, a very good player. We recruited Mike, number 0, really, really hard during COVID. Now here's a big hoss down there, Huntley Hatfield, and they had some success putting it down to him. So, David, I thought we defended well. I thought we got shots contested after the first 5 minutes. My gosh, what a horrific start defensively. We're slow to the ball, closing out with our hands down. We'd never do that, or we're not supposed to do that. But after that point, really good, very good, very good.
You mentioned how much you guys will need this break to kind of get your legs back under you after that trip, obviously. What do you feel like you will kind of look at? What will be a focal point going forward after you've learned so much about your team over these last 5 games?
We're starting to – those conversations have already taken place. And the short answer, the easy answer, David, is all of it. All right? Our special teams, our out-of-bounds under, side out-of-bounds is not where it should be. We were a lot better defending that today than we've been here in the Auburn game and the Florida Atlantic game. We need a shot of confidence. I thought I saw a team that was lacking some confidence, and we got really good players. We've got to the sun's going to come up tomorrow. We got a lot to look forward to. let's get on the stick here and start playing better basketball and doing it with with great urgency and energy.
Yeah, Mike, you talked about just the growth that you've seen from this Louisville team. Thinking back to the game last year.
Courier Journal.
There. Yes, sir.
I love that. I love your paper.
Hey, thank you. But thinking back
tell Rick and those guys I was asking about.
Okay, I will. Thinking back to that game last year at the Yum Center, I think that was just judging by how Kenny took that one. He just said like we didn't fight enough. There were guys who didn't show up to play. Just how much of a difference in fight and just growth do you see in that team?
I think significant.
This year
I think significant.
and last year?
This is a much better Louisville team. White has done a lot for their team. Sky Clark has done a lot for their team. What Kenny's doing, he's doing the exact same things against Texas and Indiana. They've got good players. All right, they've got good players, and they're playing with great purpose. They seem to enjoy playing with one another. They're sharing the ball. Sky Clark is a ball-dominant kid, and that's not a critical point. That kid's really good. So I admire this Louisville team. I think they've got a chance to have a nice year.
Coach, you guys were down 7 with about 3 minutes left in the first half. You go on a little 8-2 run and are only trailing by 1 at halftime. How key was that mini stretch for the rest of the game?
I thought it was very significant. And Padula had 2 fouls, so I had to get him off the floor. Typically go with Rex Steiner there. That backcourt is so big. Spend an inordinate amount of time on who can guard who and who can't guard who. We just didn't think we had a matchup for Brandon. Cost us a little bit. Taylor, number 4, is so quick. Holy cow. He's a menace. I say that respectfully. On the ball. So big. We go with Hunter, MJ, and Tyler, and we cut the thing back. I thought that was a significant part of it. And then the nice start to the second half. Kenny's got to call timeout at 18:09, something like that. Those little periods like that, flip some things, and a much better job from our team.
Mike, a lot of times if you only make 5 threes and Sean only has 2 baskets, you're not going to win that game. What does it say about the team and the offense that you're able to win? You had all these points in the paint and still won this game.
I think that's an aberration. I don't think that's going to happen very often. But I think a pleasant to see, Mark, that Padula doesn't have his best stuff. Hunter was good. He was terrific defensively. So was Sean. He's got to stop fouling. Been in foul trouble here of late. To win different ways and have MJ Collins step to the plate and get quality minutes from some other guys was good. 8 rebounds from Mackay. So very encouraging. Very encouraging.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned with the size of their guards, how important was it to get MJ not only offensively shooting the ball explosively back, but also ball handling in those situations and distributing the ball as well?
Well, a little insider information. We hadn't worked on it as much as we should have, and MJ got stripped once in the second half by number 4 Johnson Tyler, and it really limits what you can play with that lineup. Hunter would be fine. Hunter could play 1 through 5 and know exactly what's going on, but every game's different. They're all different, and you got to manage and you got to figure it out, for lack of a better expression, and our team did that.
Hey, Coach, how important is it to get to be 1-0 to start the ACC campaign and enter Christmas break kind of on a high note?
I was thinking about it just a second ago. I'm not sure we've lost an opener. Our first year we beat Clemson on the road, beat North Carolina here last year. Good. Makes me feel a lot better. Long way to go. again, my sole focus right now is our team and having the opportunity to practice. And we've got exams around here coming up, and that's a lot on their plate. But we've got ample opportunity to work and improve, get well, a little bit, shore up some nicks and bruises. So it'll be a great couple of opportunities for us.
Introduce yourself, young man in the back.
My name's Luke.
Luke?
Yes, sir.
Luke, where you from?
Norfolk.
Welcome, Luke. Good to have you here, buddy. Are you a Virginia Tech student?
Yes, sir.
Fire away, Luke. Don't ask me anything hard now.
So Louisville came out incredibly aggressive on defense. How are you able to counter their on-ball pressure?
We got a number of things we can get to. So much of our stuff is initiated off the block or off the elbow, and now we got it churned up, and we're moving different pieces. Padula's been around. He's handled the ball against really good people and has done a nice job with it. Hunter has been sure. 7 turnovers to half is embarrassing. That just gosh awful. We'll get better there, but getting it. There's specific spots on the floor, Luke, where the ball's got to get, and their pressure on the ball is quite stiff at times, especially with Johnson 4. Sky can light you up a little bit too, but if we can get the ball to that spot, we're fine. We got it engaged, and we were able to do that. Oh, for God's sakes! Here we go. Now, Luke. Now listen to this question here. This will be a ripper.
Anthony Romano, WDBJ in Roanoke.
Welcome, Anthony. Good to have you here.
Absolutely. Good to see you guys back.
bud.
What was it like to celebrate Hunter's accomplishment before the game tonight, and what was that like to see that happen down in Orlando on Thanksgiving?
Mark was there. David was there. He's walking down the hall holding a basketball after the Iowa State game. Maybe it's Boise State game. Big win. Boise State's really good. Iowa State's really good. He's carrying a ball. I said, "What the hell are you doing carrying a ball?" He said, "It's a ball I scored, eclipsed the three-point record." So we've had a lot of good laughs in the 5 years together. That's a heck of an achievement for him. Proud of him. Fun to be able to recognize him in Castle. Have a nice day, everybody. Safe travels. Luke, come back more often. Don't make yourself so scarce.